Peace, everybody. I recently copped the MPK Mini keyboard from Akai because I wanted something with a little bit more control. Shout out to Eugene over at Play-Doh Records for hooking me up. But I ran into some technical issues, so I just thought I'd shout out to the community and see if anybody else has run into it. So first and foremost, the MPC 2.0 Live does have a script for the MPKLive. However, it didn't suit my needs, as well as I wanted to be able to use this unit solo with just MPCLive and not the computer. So what I did was I went in and I remapped the first 3 program tracks for my first 12 mixer tracks. So I'll just turn this on real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So these are the mappings for the first 12 mixer tracks. So let me just jump right here so we can see what I'm talking about. So track 1, as you can see, my pan left and right, volume up and down, solo, as you can see, the first 4 tracks are solo. On solo them, mute, as you can see, the first 4 tracks are mute. I'll unmute them. Again, pan volume. First 4 on program 1, then on program change 2 will give me 5 to 8. Program select 3 will give me, make sure, 9 to 12. I'll just jump and show you that real quick. This is 9, volume, 10, volume, solo, mute. Okay, so now the issue that I'm having is if I jump back to program 1, I still have my pan and I still have my volume, but I've lost control for my solo and my mute. Now this, I believe, is a firmware issue, because if I come back here and toggle my CC control and go back, as you can see now, I got back the functionality of my solo, my solo and my mute. And it only seems to happen when I go from program 1 or program 3. If I go to program 2, I don't have the issue, right? So sorry, right now. Program 2 will start from 4. Sorry, so 5. So did you see my solo? You see my mute? Everything is okay, right? So again, it's a firmware issue, I believe. I'm gonna go back to, I'm actually gonna go to 3 and show you with 3 some of my banks, and I'll start from 9. See, I'm hitting the solo, it's not working. But if I go here, reinitialize that, come back here to 9, now you see my solo and my mute is working. So that's one thing. So I'm gonna hit up Akai with that. Now also, if I come back to my main menu, my MIDI control here, and I turn off my enable mapping, let me come back to my track view. I notice with my selected track, K7 on my MIDI controller. Actually, sorry, let me get back into program 1 because it's in program 1. It's set up in my MIDI controller. K7 controls the volume on any selected track. However, that seems to be the only function on this keyboard that has a global control over tracks. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way I can access these global controls so then I can have my program 4, which I have, my 1, 2, 3 set up for tracks 1 to 12. If I can have my program 4 set up that I have just a global for like each for its track selected, so then that way I can have my pan left and right, my up and down, my solo, and then the additional functions can be like sends and returns. So imagine this: I go program 4, and then anything selected would just control this section right here. So a question: if anybody out there who's messed with the MPK Mini knows how to just access that. It just seems to be like a global function. I don't have to program anything. It just seems like a plug and play function where K7 controls the volume on any selected track, and it might just be only on the MPC 2.0 series, or it might be a global thing with other softwares that is using the MPK Mini as a controller. So let me know your response, and like I said, I'm gonna post this to Akai as well and see if there's anything in regards to a firmware update for the MPK Mini to solve that CC issue when you change programs.